Good evening, everybody. Hope you're well and you're going to join us on our colourful journey. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here, darlings. Yes, so excited to be here. I know things are sort of dark and it's very, very, very monotone. It isn't a problem. It is a real problem. But we're going into the future, and this is a time of visualization and communication. Yes, always. And forgive us for being late. Yes, the time warp didn't quite kick in like we were hoping. Exactly. I'm struggling with the control here for a second. Please, Mr. TG. Yes, and we need to get the show on the road. 1 second, I'm not used to being in this monochrome colour. Yes, indeed. So off we jip, and we're going to warp, apparently, into colourful land. Yes, darlings. Excellent. Sure, I tell you, I was getting so depressed being in that world. Oh my goodness. Cheers, everybody. It is a Saturday night. I'm dying under these lights. It's hectic. Gauteng had some wonderful rain. The Americans have all had, I've just forgotten it. No, I'm teasing. Thanksgiving, exactly. And a true Bob, I did forget it there for a second. You know, we've got Christmas coming up. That's all everyone's always talking about. I don't know. I haven't heard Boney M in the centres yet. Who's heard Boney M? Because I think I'd run a mile. I would run a mile. I've been hearing, what did I hear in the shops? It's actually been quite quiet. A sort of block out and haze, you know, all this Black Friday nonsense. I nearly went to lots of malls, but I didn't have to. So yes, isn't it great? Who went to the malls today? Anybody? Yes, it's been quite hectic. Your journeys. But yes, and I want to wish our dearest cat a very, very happy birthday. Yes, madam. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Catherine. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Round of applause, everybody. Anyway, on with the show. So, you know, I've been thinking a lot about all that's been happening, you know, some sort of fighters running away, lots of things happening in the world, people coming and going, passing on, life hectic. Like, it's almost like we wanted this pandemic to take us away. We were thinking, oh my gosh, we were preparing our brains for all this, and somehow life is just rolling on. We're rolling on with the wave, so to speak, and the wave is taking us to places. Yes, and some of those places we don't want to be. No, we almost don't. We feel like this isn't reality. So why should we be going through all of this? Isn't it right? Yes? Things just aren't normal. Not at all. Not at all. Not normal at all. Look at me. I'm having a heat flush. Anyway, so enjoy, everybody. I'm actually having, the ice has gone, but it's a Jameson. I haven't had a good Jameson since probably 2 weeks ago. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yes. So, what else is happening? Let us see. I was thinking about men, and I've been hearing a lot. Everyone's going on Tinder. A lot of people have broken up. A lot of heartache out there, I'm sure. A lot of happy people too. I think there are a few happy people, or at least I hope so. I hope you are out there. I really do, because it's a decision to be happy, actually. I remember seeing a little placard that my father had, and it basically said that happiness is a choice. And it's hard because we want to feel self-pity and that, whoa, we've got nothing to be thankful for, and whoa, woe is me. And at the end of the day, I like to take an opinion that everything, darling, everything somehow always in the end comes out just like rainbows and candy floss. Unless, of course, you end up dead and you just don't know any better. But at the end of it all, it has to be better, and it has to be, you have to see the good in it. And it's hard. It's so hard. It can be hard. But it's also what helps is attitude. Like if you have a good attitude about a situation and you can't change the frickin' situation, you can't. It's like, as a friend would say, pooping against thunder. Yes. Or letting go. Or wind. Yes. Not going to happen, darlings. Yeah, so, and what was I yabbling on about? 1 second. I see my normal view here is not the same. 1 second. What is going on, dear sir? Something seems to be on the wrong frame. Yeah, it's not the usual. Anyway, forgive me, darlings. Forgive me. I am such a fuss pot. I am spoiled, rather. I have all these marvelous, marvelous people in my life who do so much. Hello. Hello, Christian Bunzala. Hello, Elizabeth. Yes. And, yes, happy birthday. It is sort of the Twilight Zone, don't you think? Don't you think? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Wait, where's wait, I had it a minute ago. Yes, I found this in a drawer, and I thought it was quite, yes, it's so hectic. But I mean, I don't know, for those of you who have kids, you can't believe the amazing little things you can print out on the internet. And if you can sneak or to a print, I mean, there's this, and I know these are usually when we have birthdays, TG's other little one tends to come in, paint, or even I like to have a go at it. But I could never colour in the lines. It's just not how I'm made, being left-handed and all. Oh, yes. Who else is left-handed? I tell you, what's the percentage? 8%? Surely not 3. Something in my brain's telling me 3. No, I think it's 8%. Yes. Oh, yes, I was hoping to fluff it. Where's my fan gone? It was chilly last night, and I must have put it away. Me, I am so forgetful. Who else is so forgetful? Oh, yes, and I was yabbering on about the dating thing and how people are alone, and I went completely off on a yada case. So, yes, any questions, Mr. Christian Bonzaya? Are you looking? Oh, yes, we're going to talk a little about, lots of friends of mine have been saying they're trying to date, and they broke up with their oak just before lockdown. Thank goodness they didn't have to stay together. And I think people who have stayed together during this, unless they are literally wanting to kill each other, are generally very happy together. And I think there's a mutual respect, because I think for any of us to have dealt with this, and there hasn't been sheer anarchy, we've done quite well. Or has there been anarchy, darlings? In some places, yay or nay, on either side. On either side. Sorry, my wreath is falling all over the place this evening. Yes. And I don't think the lovely cat will be joining us this evening. She is rather being spoiled this evening. So, yes, indeed. Right. So, I'm busy fidgeting, as you all know, about the dating. So, men, it's so important not to send a dick pic within the first 10 minutes of talking to the lady or whoever, unless you are actually on Grindr. You know, if you really want to meet someone and you are really, really invested in trying to find another person for you to be with, I think it's important that certain etiquettes and questions are not sent as in because you don't know any better or you think that's what women want. Trust me, a serious girl, a nice girl, would not always want a dick pic within the first 10 minutes. Maybe after the next 10 days, 10 months, a while, you could send a dick pic. But yes, so note, lady people, gentle people, none of that nonsense, because I don't think that goes anywhere. Unless, of course, you've been shagging before, and then afterwards you send each other, you know, lots of fun and amusement. But remember, what's on the internet stays on the internet. Yes, unless someone can contrarily. Elizabeth, if something stays on the internet, does it stay on the internet forever? Has there been a reset? And what is this reset everyone is talking about? I think it's a marvelous, crazy time that we are living in, because we have such amazing technology. There shouldn't be lonely people in the world. And ironically enough, we are all very alone indeed. We come into this world technically alone. We don't know any better. And most of us go out of it in alone. Speaking of those going out, blessings. A late aunt of mine passed this morning. And I know it's hard, but I wish the old girl some peace. I really do. I really wish the old girl some peace. So yes, anything else that seems to be happening? Sorry, I have to make notes. It's a Saturday night, and I am enjoying this whiskey so much. The house is having some sort of a lovely drink. Christian, do you drink? Do you partake in something from time to time? Yes. There's also that strange feeling, I think, that we're all... Who sees 11:11 or 22:22? Like if they have a digital clock, especially on our cell phones. Do you sometimes look at your computer and it's 6:6? Well, that's a bit... yeah, ironic that I said 6:6 there. But conspiracy on numbers and numerology and all these crazy things. And I mean, even in the spiritual, you know, you'll be thinking about someone, and if not the day or that day or the day after, you bump into them in some random place, or they give you a call, or you receive an email or a text, or it's bizarre. And I think it almost feels like, I'll never forget that scene in The Matrix when the cat walks past and then it happens again. Oh my gosh, I just said deja vu. And she like turns around and asks him like a perfectly sane question. Was it the exact same cat or was it slightly different? Are you sure? And he's like, no, I think it was the same cat. And then they get ready to like get pounced on by Mr. Smith and all. Was it Mr. Smith? Yeah, Neo was Mr. Anderson. Was it Mr. Smith? No, I think it could have been. Am I thinking of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Brad and Jolie? Yeah, shame, bless them. I wish, yeah, she's incredible. And yeah, I wish him the best too. I think hopefully they're good people. Sure, they've got a definitely amazing bunch of kids. I mean, completely, there's 6 of them. Did you know they have 6? They adopted, I think they had 1 of their own, and then like went through the world and adopted children, literally. It's like, yeah. Nations of the world. It's awesome. It's like your own little like council of world leaders, you know, of world representatives and ambassadors. It's kind of cool. So yes, so like how crazy is that feeling, you know? Oh, Elizabeth's answered my question. You can request that Google delete images off the public eye. But do they do that? Like, would they do that? Do you have to pay anything? Listen, what I know about technology, that's why I have TG. Because I don't know. I mean, yes, I can handle email and I can do, I don't know. I do want to learn more things. Maybe, I mean, obviously I can do, internet banking. And, I mean, these are sort of things that are like now taken for granted. But I still know people that can't do this. like an older generation, like people who are like 10, 20 years older than us. So it's sort of a little bit scary. And I think to myself, when we're 30, 40 years into the future, what will be our experiences with technology? Will we be able to cope with it? Well, I think I'm the one. I just procrastinate too much. I'm far too yes. If I was as busy as Lizzie, she's yes, no, yes, no. I've forgotten already. Yes, no. If I could do and use my time, I think we don't use our time as effectively as we should. And I think these Magodis, these little devices, I think it's good to have a day where you don't engage in that sort of stuff. I think it can be a bit daunting, and I think it's too much for our brains at times to absorb and it's kind of hectic. It's kind of very hectic. All right, I'm sorry, I did come from a monochrome world. It was intense, and I will lighten up the story. And I thought to myself, every end of month when it's full moon and I do a bit of a stream, I like to talk about stuff and give a bit of a word of happiness. And this quote, I don't know, I've shown you this before. This is the Susie Orman. I did speak to her, but she's in Canada, and it's kind of a crazy time. I suppose it could work one evening, but I haven't followed through because why? I'm such a procrastinator. Yes, and this was a calendar for 2020. Now I sort of feel like I've been jinxed because never, ever, ever had I ever bought myself one of these calendars. You see them in CNA, and they've got some have kitties on, and some have doggies, and some wildlife, and the ocean, or whatever it is. I never ever bought myself a calendar. And true as knuckles, I bought one. And for the worst year possible. For the worst fucking year ever. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll look back and realize this year was actually what we all needed. Maybe it's a year to kick us in our asses and make us follow our dreams. Make us to try stop being so scared. I'd like to think that, because you know what? It's a choice. I am blessed, and I think because I realize I'm blessed and because I have gratitude, things work. Not always. My life is far from perfect. But I think having a good attitude and trying to oh, COVID. Excuse me. Everybody else's. Look, I do know a few people that have had this. I do, and do have it currently, and I don't think it's very nice. I think it can be quite hectic. So yes. So anywho, we were talking about something positive happening this year. I'm gonna have a sip quickly. I hope you having a sip. Elizabeth, will I still be alive? Yes. Kevin's died. How do I look? Maybe I do act about 70 or 60. No, but I'm not 100. Wait, let me do the calculation. To be alive in 40 years, that make you. I'm not 90. I'm not 90 years old. My God, would you think I'm 90 years old? Who knows anyone who's 90? I do. Anyway, something for the not so serious. Don't get caught up in the thick of things. I'm going to read that again. Don't get caught up in the thick of things. More than once I found myself, and note this is Susie Orman, knee-deep in emotional messes. Thick, sludgy situations I'd rather not be in. At the time they seemed unending, overwhelming and unresolvable. But looking back, I realized that while I was deep in the thick of it, I allowed the stresses, I still can't do it, the stresses to multiply, and I began blowing unimportant details way out of proportion. I allowed myself to lose sight of the big picture, and I didn't understand that getting through the myrrh and muck, with all its hidden vines and slippery roots, was actually part of my journey. All right. That's what I was saying just now, right? sort of. The truth is, it's through such trials that we learn to overcome adversity, triumph over challenges, and emerge better for having endured the muddy trail. And when the path does clear and lush, verdant undergrowth welcomes our step. We value its presence that much more. I suppose that's true. I think once we realize to let go, like say we've been in a shitty relationship and this person has sucked us of all our happy energy and all our good vibes, then we have the courage to let them go, and we realize like it's just better. It's just so much better. And even when, like, there's that song, I think it's by Desiree, like, or some other actress or singer, she just like, it's better without you, like, I'm so glad I let you go, I'm so glad I let you go, I'm so glad I let you go. Yes, Elizabeth, some from the lovely lady Elizabeth. Sometimes it's good for the soul to be in the thick of things, good to release, regroup, and refocus. 100%. Preach it. So yes, so as I was saying, we were talking about how good after the chaos life can be, after the craziness and heartache. Life really is a journey, and it's going to have its share of these obstacles. In the end, it really doesn't matter if you get your boots dirty along the way, as long as you keep moving forward. So yes, I think that sums up kind of my idea of what I had to talk about today. And I think it's so important. I think they were discussing how many people are actually having sex during COVID. And look, disclosure, I'm no expert, I'm no sex therapist, I'm no Dr. Ruth, only for my own life and for my friends. Yes, but I'm no qualified doctor. I'm just a student of life. And I think it's so important to communicate. So important. If you're with someone and you care for them deeply, you should be allowed to tell that person your innermost, deepest thoughts and let them know eventually how you feel. Because, and even when it comes, especially to things happening in the bedroom, and you might be hurt and you might be feeling horrible, but if you just communicate and you just tell the person how you're feeling, and they can tell you how they're feeling without you getting upset, without bad things happening. And if bad things happen when you tell someone that you love, that they've hurt you and they've upset you, and they don't understand, it's time to say bye-bye to that person. And it's hard, but yes, definitely. Definitely. So this is some of La Luna's wisdom. Yes, at times. So exactly, you take our country, they can lock us up, but they will never take our sex. Ha ha, exactly. Exactly. Well, in some cases, you don't know what experiments are busy happening. Look what's happening to some children today. Let's not go there, shall we? I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, have you seen the latest? Have you seen the latest? Don't you like my book? Yes. My favorite chocolate. Smell it now. It's divine. Cadbury. All it takes is a glass and a half. Yes. Anyway, what was I saying? No, golly gosh. Yes. No, it's gone. It's completely gone. No, but sex, yes, and they shall not take our sex, and they shall not lock us up. And I was going to rant about some political thing. I deal with politics, darlings, all week long. This is kind of my R&R, and just chill for a Saturday evening, or when it's full moon. When the full moon is out, the Luna comes out, and she's all gay and happy, and couldn't be bothered with anything. Really, quite frankly, it's weekend, baby. And another thing, we're going into our December time, and do know that as the solar year will change, we need to decide to make the small changes in our lives first, I think. Well, I need to. I so need to take stock. Oh, I tell you, things get so higgledy-piggledy at times. We all have to take stock. Do I have the munchies? Not yet, love, but this is doing very nicely. I've probably got the druggies. Yes, indeed. Many druggies. Too many. By the way, do you like what's going on with the face? I sort of tried something a little bit different. But I probably look like I've been punched in the eyes, or not really. We can do a close-up. So I just find it so hot and all this garb. But I see we've come to the end of our hour, and I'd like to say thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit better. I was ranting on about the December thing. I think be mindful. Don't spend money to impress the Joneses or the Smiths or the Fonsales or anyone. Take stock of what's important to you. I made a suggestion in one of the streams in the week, and I said perhaps it's a nice idea to take a couple of presents that you were maybe going to waste and decide to give a donation, go to your supermarket, buy some dog food and drop it off at a shelter. Yes, and just take note that there are creatures out there who are obviously in need, and just be grateful. Be grateful for the small things that they might need oxygen, they might need anything. So just be mindful. All right, everybody, have a fantastic week, rest of the weekend, and a great week. Ooh, and just as I was talking about the moon, there's an eclipse happening. I think most of us will be sleeping. It's sort of in the AMs, 4:30 a.m. I think on Monday morning, there's going to be an earthy eclipse where the shadow of the earth goes over the moon. It's not a solar eclipse. It's more an earthy. This moon is very close tonight. Very close. Well, it looks very bright, and it's going to be bright for a few days. So have a look up at the sky, everybody. I see Pythagoras and drinks lots of whiskey. Yes, I do like my whiskey. I do indeed. But this is, I mean, I've been nursing this for how long? An hour already. And it wasn't even full. It was like there. I'm not such a lush. I do quite well. I do indeed. So, yes, I don't know. Shall I go on? I think I'm fairly done for the evening. TG wants to add something. Yes, TG?
We got 30 minutes.
30 minutes? I thought... Well, I don't know how long I don't know how I can take it under the light anymore. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Help. Help. Help me. What's that? I'm completely bonkers. I know. Oh, it's much better. Hey, I need to replace my fan. Bloody dang it all. Oh gosh, I'm looking at a marvelous little strap thing I got. Should we bring it out? Will you hold on? God, I nearly hit myself over the head. 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh yes, I recall now what I was gonna yada yada. Have you seen the latest thing on all these social media things? Have you seen that? Yes, lots of them. Dancing and prancing just like me. Yes, and they're singing a dance and the whole cathedral. Yes, very talented folk out there. Very talented. Yes, fun. Oh, should I light another? Yeah, maybe I should. Should go get the nip. Oh, my glorious golly gosh. Yes. Yeah, what stays on the internet? Yes. But I actually saw a cannabis, what was it? It's like a shareholding company you can buy into, and if you buy like whatever your amount is, you can buy grams of a share in the gram of marijuana, and it's quite clever. And I heard about it before. I think it's pre-cannabis share something.org.za. Have it look, have it check it out. Might be something to invest in. I should probably take my own bloody advice and do it. Yes, I'm such a procrastinator. Dang it all. All I know is I am dying of heat here. I think I'm going to open the back window. Darling, don't you think we could actually, I know what, open that portal right there. Thank you so much. I probably look horrendous, dying under these lights. No, we need to make a plan with the lights. I live very dark normally. I don't have a lot of light on. I like one lamp in one room, perhaps. A nice lamp. I actually have a beautiful lamp. Beautiful. I just Okay, TG's making a blah blah. Yes, do you want to come say hello to the lovely people? No. No, he does not. He does definitely not want to say hello. So, Pythagoras, what drink do you drink? What drink do you like partaking in? Are you a whiskey man? Right. I've got a theory that all BLM people are crackheads and homeless people from streets. Have you seen the screenshots? Oh my goodness. Who agrees with Elizabeth's theory? Perhaps she might have a thing there. BLM. Yes. No, I don't. Everyone's lives matter, darling. Yes, I know. I don't want to give them any attention because then they get more attention. My biggest thing is if you don't want something to bother you anymore, this is a lesson TG has to learn. God, and I wish he'd learn it already. If you don't want something to enter in your conversation or your thoughts or whatever it is, don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Paraffin and cola tonic for me. All right, paraffin. Nice. Do you blow fire, darling? Do you blow fire? Yes. Is she hot? Yes. Blow, blow, blow. Or he hot? Fire. Fire could be anyone. Fire was that hot red chick. I actually remembered her the other evening when I was talking to the wild man, the wildlife man. Yes, Graham. Yes. Yes, Gladiator. Yes, yes. Remember Fire? Actually, I sold her a jar or two of some homeopathic aromatherapy cream I was selling when I was studying my somatology degree. And I actually do have it. I did finish something in my life, I'm proud to say. Thank God. Me being so, truly. Yes. And God, my dear boy, you must, or lady, you must suffer from quite a bit of ulcers. Yes, with a paraffin and cola tonic. You sound like it's, yeah, no, if you do need a paraffin and cola tonic, cheers. Good one. Yes. Sorry, mugshot. No, you've got a marvelous sense of humor, darling. Marvelous. Don't you rather want to have a conversation with me? We can chat if you want to. You can tell me all that there is that's been pondering on your marvelous, big, beautiful brain, and because you have had some rather fascinating theory. Elizabeth is an incredible woman who really does ponder at life. I just tend to. Do I stick my head in the sand? No, I don't stick my head in the sand. I know what I try and how I try and live my life. And if I live my life in the way that I think the country should be respected and run. Like the other day I gave an amazing little old lady a lift. And she was rushing to obviously catch her bus or her taxi. And I just offered her a lift. And I actually said it's so sad that they're not, because there are lots of, like me being a woman, gentlemen that you can see they work in the area and they just want to get home, and they are rushing to catch their taxi or their bus or whatever it is to get home for the weekend. And like, because we've got such horrendous things happening where our ministers are not even reprimanded for doing horrendous things to their own fucking children. And a women's league says absolutely nothing. Nothing. By the way, there is an organization happening.
She did say something.
The ANC Women's League.
Yes.
When did they say something?
The next day.
I didn't see anything in the news.
Yes.
All right, I'll look it up. Well, I do hope so. And what did they say? Viva. What did they say?
No, they said it's wrong.
Well, duh. I think it's somewhere in the Old Testament. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, no. Anyway. Right. So that's a bit depressing. But then, of course, I deal with this on a daily basis. You know, we all hear these things. And it also helps. That's why I say put the phones and devices down for a day, just so that you can breathe, even if it's for 8 hours straight, just, and not when you're sleeping. Just give it away and talk to the people in your life and about things that you didn't even think were happening. I'm going to need a refill soon. You know, I would very much like another puff of that. Elizabeth, should I? No, I don't think I should. I'm no Puff the Magic Dragon. Has anyone heard any good music lately? By the way, if you don't know, Sophie Tucker, check them out. They're a band, and Mr. Tucker was summing Sophie. They're Portuguese. He's a DJ, and she's a singer and a bass player. It's very cool. Check them out. I like one of their songs, Batshit Crazy. Fantastic riff. Very, very cool. And yeah, that's basically how that works. So, right. Ooh, saw the moon, the Luna. She's close tonight. She's very, very close tonight. Incredibly close tonight. That's why I think I'm having such hot flashes. It's just so hot. Yes, I don't know. I'm getting older. After all, Elizabeth did say I'm 90, but then I'm past menopausal age completely. I'm more like a prune. Oh, is it true? Do men's balls elongate or shrivel when they get old? I think they elongate. Yes, like making tea in a toilet. Do you ever realize that? Like, which men sit on the toilet and they're like, oh God, what flavor is this? No, yeah. Oh, no, not fun. Don't you hate that? Like, obviously, since I've learned to have someone else in my life, obviously being a mother, you know, you have toilet spray. Like when I was on my own, I never needed toilet spray, really, because no one's shit stinks. Everyone else shit stinks except your own. It's a fact. No one buys toilet spray if they live alone. They buy it for the guest because everyone really thinks that their shit doesn't stink. Just a thought I had today. Yes, all right this minute. So I can't believe you're still wanting me to yada 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 yada, but it's all good. It's all good. Yes. Who has seen Hebrew script? Has anybody actually seen Hebrew script? I'm staring at a prayer, and you know it's been so well because we actually haven't been to synagogue. I have not been to synagogue since March, since Purim. Purim is a festival where we all dress up. I could go like this. In fact, I will. For the next one, I will. And see, I enjoy Purim so much. It's my second favorite holiday. The other Jewish holiday that I love is Sukkot. Yes, that's tons of fun. We'll sort of eat and thing in like hut houses with like reeds and palm leaves and things. And we kids decorate them, and it's tons of fun. So Purim is also where we all dress up and get completely shikha, darling. Completely shikha. Yes. Completely shikha. And I see Mr. Pythagoras, and we dress up and we have lots of fun. Yes. And when we hear a bad guy's name, we boo and make lots of noise. Yes. So Pythagoras discovered an band called the Pogue the other day. Awesome stuff. The Pogues. Is that Pogue or Pogue? Or Pew? Pew pew. Ooh, speaking of pew pew and vroom 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 vroom. Yes, pew pew. Mandalorian. I enjoy the story, but I sort of feel the ending kind of has like I want little, what's his name? I knew I was going to forget it. Gogu. Godu? Gogu? Gogu. Grogu. Yes, it's not Yoda. Trust me and my dumb ass to think it was Yoda. It wasn't Yoda.
Spoilers.
Oh, oops. Sorry, I have foot and mouth disease. Yes. Is it Grogu? Yes. It's like, okay, now what? And actually, the story is all about the Mando. So maybe it's got nothing to do with some little green little Okie who tends to fung a meme every now and again. But maybe it's really got to do with the Mandalorian. What an amazing, isn't he like a knight on a white horse? Sorry, shifty keyboards. No, not a problem, darling. Listen, if I could spell as well as I talk poo, I'd be very talented. I'd probably be doing like editing for like some major book company. But unfortunately, my spelling can be very atrocious. Ha, spell that. Okay, let's see. ATTROTICIOUS. Atrocious? I need to write it down. AT is a 1T. Atrocious. Yes, I want to do this. I want to have like a spelling evening. Like how many people can spell. Okay, spell the word atrocious. Elizabeth, Google it. Atrocious. Did I spell it right? When I think of it, when I close my eyes, I think ATROTICIOUS. No? Watch the Star Trek Discovery series. Much better than Star Wars.
We did watch it.
Did we? Did we? Yes, we've watched. Oh, The Queen's Gambit was also marvelous. Yeah, thank God for Netflix. And does this? Oh, everybody, please go and check Dear SA out and have your say about the stuff that happens in our country. Yes, horrendous stuff. No, they are such tools, eh? They are such freaking tools. Such tools. By the way, yeah, let's just, you see, I'm not going to mention those gantries that you drive through when you go on the roads, but because we don't mention what we don't want to think about. Yes, I do not believe that we should be attending to those. They were never placed for public comment. I mean, it's almost like they're encouraging a civilization of disloyalty and mistrust to have such systems in place. And they still have those systems in place. I mean, look how much money we've borrowed. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. What? Oh, my dear TG wants to pour me another drink. Thank you, darling. Ding, ling, ling, ling. Thank you. I should have a bell. I used to have a bell. There was a bell now that I think about it. Oh, is it not up there? It might be up there. I bet it's up there. Oh, that's so good. Bring the bottle here. I want to show the lovely folk the bottle. No, we're not allowed. We're not allowed. Well, it's Jameson. Of course you're allowed to put a bottle on screen.
What's the advertising?
Am I advertising? Yes, like they will sponsor me. Yes, Jameson. The man whose name you love to know. Oh my gosh. No, but it's not a... Oh, I've had the blue one. Sure. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful blend. I don't know many first malts. I'm not such a connoisseur. I've had some first malts, but I actually need to go to a proper whiskey tasting. I really do. There was one, and I think we missed it. I'm telling the next whiskey tasting. No, you did not. Did you actually put what I think you put in there? No. Okay. You did a good job.
I'm going to jet back into the future.
Oh, are you going to lag me back into the past?
No,
Is that a threat? Is that a threat?
Oh, damn.
What?
Colour.
What?
No, this is not good enough.
Audio video. Appearance. Oh, I'm back. Not really. I can't. Oh my goodness. I look too hectic. I look, it's too much. No! I've been punished. No! Oh, get me out. I want to go back to Colorland. Colorland. It's terrible. Let's have a look. No, not that one. Not that one either. I've pressed the wrong one. Dang it all! It can't happen. How do you do it? What did you do? You wizard, you! You wizard! This is witchcraft! This is witchcraft! Get me out of here! Now! I can't handle it. Where? What did you do? What did you do? Whoa! You sound like an eel. Come here! Now! עכשיו פה! Yalla! Mach schnell! No? Huh? נו, מה את רוצה? כן? זהו, כאלה להתראות. ביי. Bye. Bye. No, I just want to do that. There, I'm happy. Before I look too grainy. I like black and white dots everywhere. It's not right. Oh my gosh, I've had so much of this. Oh, it's so nice. This golden milk makes everything better. Everything. Yes, I know, darling. I love it. I did want to go back. I just wanted to change it slightly. Yes. Dum dum ba dum ba dum bum. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da, sycamore tree. Baby little dream of me. Woo! That's a bit hectic. I can see somebody going, oi vey, keep your day job, honey, keep your day job. But it's all good. It's black and white. It makes me think of the 1930s and the 1940s. God, they were in the beginning, I suppose, throughout that time it was horrendous, but everybody lived in the moment. Everybody lived for the now. Everyone is excited. I think everyone was upbeat, but as the war happened towards the end, 1939, it all went to shit. And what was happening in Germany, it was horrendous. It was absolutely horrendous. And it was such an amazing time in the beginning. Such an amazing time for the world. All right, I want to go back to 2020. Not really. But we'll get there. All right, let's take me back, TG. Let's go back.
So warp you.
Please do. Quickly. Warp speed. Yes, I'm back! Yay! It's all color and happy and sunshine and rainbows. I'm not stuck in some dreary age that nearly got us all killed. Yes, lots killed. I think I was there. I think I just came back. See what I mean? Yes, exactly. It's an amazing time travel. How do we know we don't leave in and out of our consciousness all the time and go backwards and forwards? That our memories are just, yes, backwards and forwards in time. You get a feeling and you do things and how do you know you weren't actually there? Yes, very, very, very hectic. Indeed, indeed. Yes, so I don't know if you've seen that attribute. I don't even know where I got this from. Where did I get this from? Isn't it? It's quite cool. It's going to be one of my sessions. In fact, I think I did win it. Probably. Yes, on stage one evening. I love the rainbow.
Did you know there's a song about you?
Pardon?
There's a song about you.
Oh, right. I remember La Luna. There is indeed. Yes, by a beautiful...
We just can't play copyright.
Oh, yes, we can't play it. But who remembers a gorgeous... Oh, shushu. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm being cued on here. Yes, okay, forgive me. I forgot the itinerary, darling. I'm on break, for heaven's sake. It's Saturday evening. So, who remembers that amazing, beautiful lady called... Okay, let's do a bit of a quiz. We're going to play a clip, and everybody has to guess from where is it. Yes, and I'm going to try and have a little sing. No, I won't sing. Don't worry. I won't sing too much. But yes, all right, let's go for it. Is it a clip with no sound? Okay. La 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 Luna, la 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 fell out the. Wait, I the spell of the moon. La 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 luna. Hit it, TG. We're struggling to find the clip, but I think it will be on hand. Then Mr. TG had worked very, very, very diligently. Hang on to your hat, people. Hang on. We'll find. Oh, good.
I remember when I met you, all the stars were hanging in midair. In those moments, nothing mattered but the way you caught me in your stare.
Yeah.
We were walking, we were talking, we were laughing about the state of our lives, how our fates brought us together.
Is it?
As the moon
Why'd you do that?
was rising in your eyes.
Woo! Anyway, so that was the amazing Belinda Carlisle. Isn't she fantastic? Yes, who remembers that? I do. In fact, one of my more favorite songs was Baby, leave a light on for me.
La luna, the night that we fell under the spell of the moon. La luna, the light that will bring me back to you. The light of La luna.
And for lovely Cat, it is her birthday after all. Yes, yes, very lacquer 90s. Oh my goodness. Well, TG is responsible. If this does go pear-shaped, it's his fault. And no, it's all good. It's all good. But that was Belinda Carlisle, a hit from the old, was it 90s? I know it couldn't have been. I'm sure it was 80s, darling. That was definitely 80s.
90s.
90s, that song in particular, but the Leave a Light On For Me was definitely 80s. Yes, where we were all growing up. Yes, Elizabeth says nice memories. Yes, so La Luna has a song, and Kat decided to call, what was our Senator Claudette at one stage. After all, she's another persona. Yes, she's more Roman, she's more Italian. Yes. After all, we are all a bit schizo. Oh, Elizabeth, what was that story about? You said that they had allowed some mental patients out of the home. Was it in America, just before lockdown? Or was it here in South Africa? That could explain a lot. Ooh, Pythagoras says, snogging at a party in somebody's garage. No way, of course, that was... Oh my gosh, that makes me go back to those kind of fun times. Yes, and you do that, and I remember we were listening to UB40. UB40 was also big back then. Yes, and I remember dancing with a particular boy. I think it was his birthday party. Yes, and it was red wine. Oh my gosh, I'm really singing. I'm so sorry. I have to apologize. I do.
My first kiss, red wine.
Was it your first kiss to Red? Shame, boys. Is that the only time you managed to like snag a snog? When girl, I didn't kiss this boy. No, not to red wine. Yes, yes. And I think that, yes. Oh, really? Oh. How old are you? No, let's not. I won't embarrass you. 11. Yeah. I think I remember my first kiss as well. Remember, we always used to have sleepover parties. Yeah, I don't know if all of them ended up as well as for some as for others, but like there'd be parties and there'd be sleepovers and people would have sleeping bags, and or we had sleepovers on rooftops. Yes, we lived in blocks of flats, and we'd have sleepovers on the roof and like overlook this night sky. That was very special, and that's where I first had my first snog. It was a French kiss. Yes, a proper, remember that French kiss. And you get guys that would be like, ah! Or like, no, I could never. Like soft kisses, but I need it to be meaning, you know. Don't like kiss me like you're kissing your granny. You know, don't kiss like men. You need. So this is a topic that I was thinking about as well, right? So Men are on Tinder, men are trying to get to know women. Do not send dick pics. Note, do not send dick pics, okay? We got that. Yes, right. Yes. And when you meet the girl, please don't wear plaid. No, is it plaid or tweed? I don't mind like a bit of Scottish tartan. Tartan is cool. Like, I believe tartan is cool. Like, I like tartan. I really do. However, big checks and brown shoes and like white chinos or cream chinos. Oh, hell no. You're a mommy's boy, or you're living at home. Don't wear that shit. Don't. Jeans, black shirt. Simple. Generally not a faded black shirt. A nice, maybe a collar, a nice golf shirt, very sexy, or a nice, button shirt if you've got a few pounds to bring. Very nice, very smart. Black shoes. If you wear a black t-shirt, don't wear brown shoes. Black shoes, black belt. Yes. Anyway, Elizabeth, Rebellious Ruth, those were the training years. Yeah, no. I was a good girl. Training years indeed. 20s, sure. I loved it. I went, I became a girlfriend of a guitarist. He was actually an archaeologist. And he loved his music, and it was great. And we went to all the concerts, went to Oppie, went to Woodstock, went to a few other festivals, and I got to meet some peeps. Always had to, go up and do my thing, Moors. And it was tons of fun, meeting people, doing all sorts of stuff. And we just had fun. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're in this cuckold at the moment. We have to bring back those times. This too shall pass. This really too shall pass. Yes.
What is this guy? You said.
Where? What? Those were training years. Do you know what Scotsman wears under his kilt? Boggart or leafy? Boggart or me? Daai balle. What? On a good day, lipstick. Yes, indeed. And aren't they lucky? Oh, yes, especially if it's puce pink. Puce pink, very pink, and if it goes around the head, phew, then it's a very excellent day. Nay, not only on the ballies. Yes, very funny indeed. But I don't know if a modern man, you see, back in those days there was no lipstick, was there? Pity. But that's a very good dad joke. Loved it. I don't know if it is what quantifies a dad joke exactly? Is it a clean joke? Is it a really stupid joke?
Maybe we should do dad jokes.
Dad jokes. TG's awoken with his inspiration. After all, we did have a toke or two. Now the man just can't shut up. He usually never says a word. Now it's blah, 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 blah. But it's all good. We love you, love. Yes, it's your channel. I don't. No, 20s was rough. Clubbing years. But we never had hangovers. All you do is, like, you'd have to come home, the bed spinning, put your foot down. If that didn't work, you'd call for George. Oh, that was the worst. And like puking, like hurling, like just, I know we're over an hour. I'm just getting comfortable. Elizabeth Lowell, red or pink? Pythagoras, or does it depend on time of the month and budget? Cheesy ones. No, very good. I never heard that one actually before. Yes. So, alrighty, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and have a fantastic weekend and a great week, and check out for that full moon. Have a look up at your sky and your solar system. It always gives one perspective. Indeed. Take care. Oh, are you here, Mr. Germ? Hello. No, excellent. I'm glad you're having one. I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm also enjoying. So, l'chaim. Yes. What are you up to this evening, Germ? Are you relaxing, or you want to have talk a bit of shit with La Luna, you're welcome. You could always do that if you're keen. I don't know. Can we add him? TG, are we able to? We don't think so, but don't think so. But you're welcome, sir. I hope you're enjoying it and you're having fun. But yes, now smoke that nippy. On air or off, Liz? I don't know who would see it. I'd get into a lot of trouble. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like, not that, look, with work, with work it's a problem. Oh, I didn't get did I get a notification? Oh, my Lord. I didn't see any notification of you're on today. Maybe I didn't check the date. Okay, I'll check it out. Yes. Was it enjoyable? Yes, I tell you, that question, I think someone asked when we met, like the adrenaline rush. The adrenaline rush is awesome. I love it. It's like, sometimes, like for me, I love food, like good food, like something yummy and juicy, whether it be like a delicious, delicious burger, like that, just the sauce. And we had a pizza and the hummus and like the just the juiciness, and it was meat in it, and it was too divine. Yes, so I just think beautiful, wonderful things in this world are so important, so important. And there's nothing better than food and the adrenaline. Like they say that sex is equivalent to till you get cut off. Who's gonna what? Talk till you get cut off. All right, if you must. I don't know. What? Yes, hot. What? I'm dying of the heat tonight. But it is Saturday night, and I don't know if there's anywhere to go. I mean, okay, actually I lie. There is a cool joint here in Pretoria. And you could check it out, but I mean, not going really there. Hey? Where?
Very cool joint.
Oh, there is a cool joint. No, you're right. Are you tempting? Oh my gosh. Come, Mr. Big Mouth, you have a puff or two. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh my soul, this has gone too far, people. TG is definitely, which is all good. All right, I think I'm going to say goodnight, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday evening. Everybody else, you have a marvelous evening. Cheers. Don't get too pissed and drive. Hopefully you get pissed and fly and just have fun, or smoke a J, chillax, enjoy, and it will definitely get better. It has to get better. We have to remember the past and look forward to our future. So cheers, everybody. Have an amazing week.